Needs to be a little bit closer, doesn't it?
Today I'm going to make fruit salsa. Fruit salsa is an easy recipe for an appetizer, a snack, or even a dessert. You can really use any fruit that you have in your kitchen. Today I'm going to be using pineapple, apples, and strawberries. I always like to start with pineapple as a base. It's easy to do because you can get canned pineapple that's already crushed, so you don't have to cut it up. You do want to make sure though that you drain your pineapple. You don't want your fruit salsa to be really wet or anything, have a lot of liquid in it. So we're going to make sure we get all the water out of the pineapple. Then we'll just dump it in the bowl. Then we'll move on to our next fruit, apples. For apples, I've already peeled and cut these apples. I'm just going to slice them into small pieces. And then I'll use my cutter to make them into little tiny bits. You can chop them all by yourself by hand, but I like this cutter because it makes things a lot easier and faster. I like to add about 1 apple for a small can of pineapple, or a couple apples if you're using a big can of pineapple. There's not really a recipe per se, you just want to use stuff to your liking. You can use any kind of fruit, really. Next I'm going to dump my apples in with my pineapple and add just a squirt of lemon juice. This is important because apples brown in the air, so the squirt of lemon juice will just help to keep them from browning. And I'll stir it around so all the apples are coated thoroughly. My next fruit is going to be strawberries. These strawberries are pre-sliced, just making it a little bit faster. I'm going to add them onto my choppers to cut them into small bits. You do want to remember when you're using a chopper with anything like strawberries that you need to move the chopper very slowly so the juice doesn't squirt everywhere. There's a lot of different fruits you could use in this recipe. You could use mandarin oranges, bananas, pears, really anything you have in your kitchen, or any of your favorite fruits as well. After I have my strawberries cut, I'm going to dump them into my bowl with everything else. Then I'll mix it around, and you can see what wonderful color the strawberries add to it. It's always nice to have fruits that have different textures and different colors to add to the recipe. Next, I'm going to add my honey as a sweetener. Whenever you're measuring honey, you need to spray your measuring spoon or cup with oil, and that will help the honey to slide right off. I'm going to add a tablespoon of honey to my mixture. Honey is a good natural sweetener, and it's nice, and it's not as grainy as adding regular sugar, so you wouldn't have the grains in your fruit salsa. You can see because of the oil that just slides right off the measuring spoon. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning, some cinnamon, just to give it a little bit of a kick. It just takes a dash of cinnamon, and then we mix our fruit salsa all up. Once you have it mixed, it's ready to serve. It can be served with graham crackers or tortillas, and it's sure to make a healthy snack.